Today, we shall present summary and analysis of a very interesting column, Trump versus Iran versus AI. Who has the power? By your favorite writer and analyst, Thomas L. Friedman.
In this column, Thomas L. Friedman examines the evolving nature of power in the ongoing confrontation between Donald Trump and Iran, questioning the assumption that either side clearly holds the cards. Drawing on Trump's frequent use of poker metaphors, Friedman argues that the conflict is far more complex than a simple contest of strength. While Trump believes economic pressure, particularly restricting Iran's oil exports, will force Tehran into submission, Iran is pursuing a counter-strategy by leveraging disruption, especially through threats to vital choke points like the Strait of Hormuz and by raising global energy costs. Friedman highlights that the real transformation lies in how weaker states can now impose significant costs on stronger powers through asymmetric tactics. Iran's use of relatively inexpensive tools, such as drones, cyber capabilities, and targeted infrastructure attacks, demonstrates that power is no longer defined solely by conventional military superiority. These methods can create widespread economic and technological disruption far exceeding their cost, signaling a shift in the balance of power. The column further argues that this trend is accelerating due to the rise of artificial intelligence. AI is poised to amplify these asymmetric capabilities by making cyber attacks faster, cheaper, and more autonomous. In such a world, even smaller actors, states or non-state groups, can challenge advanced economies by targeting critical systems like data centers, energy networks, and digital infrastructure. This creates a new form of vulnerability for technologically advanced societies. Friedman suggests that Trump may be miscalculating by assuming Iran lacks leverage. In reality, both sides possess different kinds of cards. The U.S. has economic and military dominance, while Iran holds disruptive capacity. However, the most consequential player may not be either state, but AI itself, which is reshaping the rules of conflict. The column concludes that future geopolitical contests will be defined less by traditional power and more by the ability to harness emerging technologies and manage systemic risks in an interconnected world.
After listening to the summary, now let us analyze the column very briefly.
Friedman's argument is insightful in redefining power beyond traditional military and economic metrics. By emphasizing asymmetric warfare and the growing role of artificial intelligence, he highlights a structural shift in global conflict where weaker actors can generate disproportionate impact. His critique of Donald Trump's assumptions is particularly compelling as it exposes the risks of relying on outdated notions of dominance. However, the analysis somewhat overstates the immediacy of AI as a decisive factor, as conventional military strength and geopolitical alliances still play a central role. Additionally, Iran's internal economic and political constraints are not deeply explored. Despite this, the column effectively reframes the debate, arguing that future power will depend on adaptability to technological change rather than sheer force, making it a forward-looking and strategically relevant perspective. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, do like, share, and subscribe.